Welcome to my channel. This is Venetia. If you're new here, I am back after years of saying that I was going to come back and do a channel, and I'm going to try it again. Here we go. So since a lot of people have missed my pregnancy, a lot of people didn't know I was pregnant, and a lot of people knew I was pregnant, and a lot of people didn't know that I was pregnant. And I was on here trying to conceive videos and whatnot, and I don't even think I posted those. I don't know. Excuse the way that I look. I am breastfeeding right now. I'm not going to show that. But, ladies, welcome back to the channel. I don't know if I'm going to make this a family channel or if I'm going to make this just my channel. But I wanted to talk about my pregnancy journey. I was trying to conceive. I have videos on it, how it had been years of trying. Oh, backstory. Let's backtrack. I'm bleeding. I pulled the little thing off my finger and I should not have done that. Anyway, so going back. So on a serious note, if you have been struggling with trying to conceive, it's been years since you've tried to have a baby and it just never would happen, and you take a bunch of pregnancy tests and they would come back negative, types things like that, I can definitely vouch for you because I was you. I'm not saying I was you, really. I was there. That was me at one point where I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never ever gonna get pregnant. It didn't seem like it was something that was attainable. It didn't seem like something that I was going to achieve. It was a time where I was like, I'm just going to give up at the whole thing. I'm not going to try to force it. I don't really want to do all that. I don't want to do all the drinking of the certain drinks and stuff. I just was giving up at it. But lo and behold, here we are today. And I have a daughter. So it is just so amazing how God works. So I'm going to say God because he did it for me and he could do it for you. Me and my husband, we've been married for 11 years, going on 12 in May. And it popped up into our minds when we were married. Of course, we would want kids. We never even stopped the idea from having kids. We didn't use protection. There was no protection going on whatsoever. I was on birth control. Let me say, I was on birth control before I was married. I was given that pill or whatever. No, I was not. What is going on? Sorry. I was given the shot, the depo. Dude, that ruined my entire life, guys. It didn't ruin my entire life. Look at me. It didn't ruin my entire life. It just ruined that moment in my life. I was bleeding uncontrollably. There was no stopping it. But that story where I was bleeding and everything was because I was irresponsible. I keep saying unresponsible. It's irresponsible of me, of what I was doing. My lips are so chapped. Please excuse that. I am working on it. And I'm drinking water no matter what I do if you breastfeed. But anyway, going back. It's a long story. That's why I want to give it, because I know a lot of people are going through this. This is my story. You probably haven't taken any birth control and you still are trying to conceive. We're going to get there. Let me go back. So I took the double shot at 18 years old. I was married at 18, so I got the shot because I guess my mom was scared that I was going to be pregnant at a young age and ruin my youngness, which that's great and everything. I did not have to take it. I was married. It was going to happen regardless. I don't know why that happened, and I listened. I don't know why I did that because it was my body. Anyway, I got the shot, moved on with my life. I moved in with my husband, and then years went by. 7, 8, 9, 10 went by, right? So we're at year 10. I was bleeding uncontrollably still. I gave up pretty much on myself. So I would bleed out completely. I didn't go to the hospital until I was at a level 5. My iron levels was at a 5 or a 4, even lower. I don't remember. It was probably a 3 or a 4 or a 5, one of those. Very low, y'all. I was sleeping so much. My husband noticed that I was sleeping so much that I noticed something was wrong. I couldn't stay awake. It was just like I was dying. So in that moment, I go to the hospital because I had taken iron because I knew my iron was low still. So I wanted to take the iron medication, the iron pill, and the little didn't work at all. because I threw it up. So it was so bad. I thought, oh my God, nothing's going to help me. So I was like, let's just go to the hospital at that point because I didn't feel good. It was probably the worst I was feeling. Went to the hospital. They were like, oh my gosh, we are keeping you. We are giving you blood transfusions and we're giving you iron, not iron. They gave me blood transfusions and potassium and stuff like that. And told me that, no, you're staying here and we're going to get you an OBGYN and everything like that. Thank goodness for this hospital that I go to. Anyway, lo and behold, I got a doctor that truly cared about me. Get you a doctor that will listen to your concerns, and no matter how hard or difficult your story is, they make it happen for you. Whatever that you need, they will vouch for you and they will advocate for you. A good doctor will advocate for you. So I went to this doctor. She prescribed me something short term, and then she put me on birth control. And I told her I didn't want birth control. I said, I don't want birth control. I want to get pregnant. I want to be pregnant soon. And I just want my body to be worked on. My body needs to be fixed. She heard what I wanted, but she didn't let me say no to the birth control because she knew exactly what I was doing and that I was taking that birth control wrong. The birth control pills that I was taking prior, I was taking them wrong. And that is why my hormones were all over the place and didn't know how to function because I was taking the birth control wrong. And so she was like, you were taking your birth control wrong. You weren't taking the placebo pills. You weren't taking the placebo pills. You were only taking the birth control pills. And you would skip the placebo, which is the one that would give you your period. I skipped that. She was totally right. And I was so young. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what the heck. Nobody even told me how to use the birth control. I just freaking used it. I noticed that if you took the placebo, you got your period. So I didn't want my period, so I would take the actual birth control pill and skip the placebo week. Do not do that. Do the birth control and the placebo and keep going at that. Because that's what she made me do. And I did that for about 4 months. I don't even think it was 4. It's probably 3 months. April, May, June, July. No, June, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months. Look at me. I'm sorry. I'm going off the top of my noggin. It was 7 months that I was on the birth control, and I did it faithfully. The birth control pill and the placebo pill. Got my period every month. And I stopped because I was having stomach issues. Just weird. I wouldn't be able to drink water. It was weird. We'll get to that. So then I took the opportunity to stop the birth control. So that way my body could, I wanted to see if my body would regulate without the placebo pill. Because you didn't have to take the placebo week. You just didn't need to take the birth control during that week. So I stopped it. I felt sick the first day. Not sick, but just off the first day of stopping it. And then it got better the second, third day. I had headaches. But the second, third, fourth day, I was doing good. And then, lo and behold, October I stopped, right? So in November, I found out I was pregnant. But I lost that one, unfortunately. I had got my period. And I didn't know I was pregnant. I didn't. I went to the doctor and she told me I was pregnant. Me thinking, so I had my period. And then I went to the doctor. She told me I was pregnant. I was like, but I had my period, so was this my period before? This is my last period, you know what I mean? She was like, it could be that implantation bleeding, or it could be your period. We don't know. We have to go down the line to see how long it stays or whatever. And unfortunately, my numbers didn't add up. So she wanted to take my blood to see how long or how much the number would go up, the beta or whatever number, that number went up. And unfortunately, it was too low. And so I lost that. See. Anyway, another month goes by. It is December. No indication of pregnancy because I was so sick. I had gallbladder issues. I didn't know it was my gallbladder till I got back home from the vacation. And I went to the doctor and they told me, oh, you have gallstones. I wasn't eating. I wasn't doing anything. I'm like, there's no way I could get pregnant now. I have to take care of myself. There's back-to-back problems I'm having. But no, I prayed for the gallbladder to be all right. I didn't want to get it removed. We'll get there. But in my lowest, because how I was saying, I wanted to be pregnant for years. And The past year, I think I was just giving up. The December passed, I think I was pregnant in December. I don't really know. January, I found out I was pregnant again. January 2025, this year. I found out I was pregnant with my baby girl, and that one lasted. I had my baby, and it was a beautiful. I had just an amazing pregnancy, and it took me and my husband a long time to get pregnant, but because of what I was doing, I was not being responsible. I wasn't taking my birth control right, and I ended up just in a bad place. Okay, if you on birth control, take that correctly. If you feel like you took it and it messed you up, take it again. Listen to the doctor. Like, I wasn't someone that would tell you to listen to the doctor last time. Like, me to listen to the doctor, I'd be like, don't listen to them. But I'm telling you, yeah, doctors really truly care, and mine's delivering my baby and everything. So at this rate, you give all the glory and honor to God, because ain't no way I was giving up. I was at my darkest place. I was the sickest I've ever been. I was sick and I was losing so much weight. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, birth control. Not before birth control. Before this time I took birth control. I'm not saying big, but I was bigger. I was thought I was pretty cute. I was pretty plump. Now you see me, I'm a little scrawny. But yeah, I think I was probably 160, 165 back then. Yeah. I was way heavier then because I got small right now. And sometimes I'm like, okay, I think I'm too much. But no, it was what I was at 18. I'm back to the size I was before birth control. Yeah. I don't regret it. I don't really care. Then here I am with my beautiful baby girl. I will not be showing her on here right now. I will later on when she's a little bigger. But just here to tell my story. God did it for me. When even like times where you think he is not listening to you, or it has been a long time and you just like asked you already so many times, I'm not gonna ask you again type feeling, or I've been here for so long, I don't have time to want this anymore. Do not give up on God, because he will not give up on you. The times where you feel, there's a song, I'm trying to think of the song, but it states like, when gotta find it, you think that he's not there, he shows up at the time. He shows up. He will show up when you least expect to. He will show up when you least expect God to show up in your life with the things that you want. He will show up for you. Okay, all my ladies out there that's trying to get pregnant or have been struggling to get pregnant, try the Lord. He will not steer you wrong. And you don't fight. It's gonna be a fight, but in the end, it's a beautiful story. I even gave birth unmedicated, fast. My birth story will definitely blow your mind. It will, because it blew mine. It blew me and my husband's, because oh my gosh, they don't tell you enough on TikTok. I was watching a whole bunch of TikToks. I was watching a whole bunch of YouTube videos. Not one told me what I would go through, and it like what I went through. None of them told me what I would go through, and I shouldn't have listened to each and every one of them. But it opened my eyes to know like to expect watching those videos, so it did help me with that. But nowhere did it prepare me for my own experience. Hello, your experience is different from everybody else's experience. Everyone's experience is not the same. It is not the same. Everybody's different. I'm pretty sure everybody's is different. But I will get to my birth story if you want to know that in the next video, or next time that I record a video. It ain't gonna be long. It's gonna be the next video. I'm gonna do the record. I'm gonna probably record that today. So I just wanted to put that out there. My little never give up on God and trying to conceive, because he sees you, he knows you, and he cares about you. And your baby is coming. So that's a baby that's out there to you who are trying to conceive and have listened to my story and will watch my birth story, even though it can be completely different from your experience. I want to tell mine so that you can probably hope for that, or you're not gonna say too much about it. Go to the next video. Love you, bye.